All right, happy Wednesday. Currently 5:50 p.m. here in San Antonio, Texas. Um, I got a bit to be happy about. How about
Yeah, it
the
must be good
Cowboys?
to be a Dallas Cowboy fan, which is kind of weird to say,
Wait,
you know?
exactly. It's been a while since I've been able to feel this
It's
good.
been a while.
Especially from last year. Let me have this. Let me have this. All right.
No, man, I'm glad that one of us is in a really good mood and it's a bye week for you. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
Other than some of your players are getting arrested on
I
their bye
mean,
week.
but would it be a Cowboys team without some DWIs? Would it really be a Cowboys team?
Hey,
You
you know
know,
what? He was excited.
the
He
man's
has a week
excited.
off,
Yeah.
coming
Hey,
off a big win. I mean,
as long
who
as nobody was
wouldn't?
hurt, okay, that's all
Right.
that matters.
Drink
Um,
responsibly. If you're gonna drink and
exactly.
drive,
Drink responsibly. Exactly.
yeah,
Well,
make sure that you put it in like one of those like styrofoam cups or something. You know?
you know what? Let's go ahead and just crack these open. I'll
Yeah,
need a
I
little bit
need
of
it.
help on this one actually. Yeah, let's. I think we should
I
rip the
need it,
band-aid
man.
off and let's kind of we're gonna do the week 6 review. Let's jump into the Bears. Let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, he brought out the tall boy today too. That's how you know
Yeah,
it's gonna be a long
man.
week.
I mean, I was hyped. I was so hyped, and the Bears started off fast. I mean,
Yeah,
we stopped them, let them go for 3 points, which is a win in itself, and then
multiple sacks right
Justin
away too.
Fields Justin Fields just went right down that fucking field and we scored,
Yep.
which is amazing. Um, One of the shining light out of this loss is Khalil Herbert. Man, he is a stud.
He's got some burst to
Um,
him.
yeah, 19 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown on his first start.
No big
Hey,
deal.
he has a couple more games like this, and he's going to be catching up to Zeke.
Yeah.
So I'm not completely out. You know,
Hey, you're still in it. Still in it.
I'm still in it. I'm still in it. And Justin Fields, he looks like a rookie, which
Yeah.
is it happens, especially when your coach doesn't give you the first team reps in the off season. I think that was a misstep.
Yeah.
We missed some opportunity right there. One thing that I did catch, this motherfucker, Matt Nagy. I saw a play sheet. They weren't panning to the Bears' sideline too much. I don't know. This might be a little conspiracy,
Okay.
but I did catch just on a quick. It panned over and it panned right out. This motherfucker had the play sheet in his hand.
No business calling plays.
He has no business calling
No
plays,
business. We already been through
especially.
that route.
I think he was having a little bit of FOMO. Like, you know what? It's the
Yeah.
Packers. I think I could do this. I think I could do this, and it's obviously you can't. You can't do this. Let someone else take over
Hmm.
the play calling. Um,
So the cameramen were helping him out, but then he got caught in the act. Is what you're saying?
that's what I'm saying.
Okay. I mean, it
Um,
would make sense. It would honestly make sense.
Darnell Mooney looking good.
Yeah.
With the passes that are going his way. Allen Robinson is still like, if he's in his last year of his contract, he's not really putting up any like wow numbers
Yeah. He's not doing
or
anything to help himself out as far as working his way either to the Bears signing him their contract or to another team possibly giving him some more money. He's not doing anything to pretty much help himself.
yeah. I mean, our defense did what they were supposed to for as long as they could.
Yeah.
Of course, it does. They do need the help from the offense to give them that rest. And now with Quinn going on the COVID list, uh, man, I don't know. Next week is looking a little rough. But on the other side, we are playing the Green Bay Packers, and there was one player that really stood out, and I'm not afraid to say this.
Mm.
Um, just give me 1 second.
I don't know what this man's gonna do.
Can we give it up to the Green Bay 12th man? The Green Bay 12th man who was out there in full force. He
Where
was
did you
putting up
get that from?
he's putting up some fantastic fantasy numbers. There was a couple plays, there were a couple of drives that were killed by, this new player on the Green Bay offense,
Outstanding
and
player.
it just killed the momentum.
Mhm.
I don't know what to say, other than Green Bay, this new player that they've had in their back pocket just
Yeah.
coming to play,
Undrafted.
and undrafted, best friends with that connection that they have with Aaron Rodgers, man. Just
Yeah. That how
it's
fast it was established in this game alone. Crazy.
oh, for sure. For sure. And you know, I don't appreciate Aaron Rodgers saying that he owns us.
Let me get the actual quote. Hold on. So according to Andrew Brandt, I am being told the accurate quote to the Bears fans was this, and this is per Aaron Rodgers, ladies and gents. I owned you all my fucking life. I own you. I still own you, Aaron Rodgers. And
Okay.
he tried to pass it along, saying it was a lady in the stands flipping him off. It was every Bears
Yeah,
fan
it was
in that
everybody
corner
in
of
the
the
fence.
end zone
Yeah,
flipping him
it was
off.
all the fence, which, as they should,
Yeah.
Should he have done it? I don't know. The NFL is trying to crack down on the taunting rule, but
Yeah.
again, when you have these guys on your side, that's okay.
I guess you can
To
taunt
players,
bystanders. You just can't taunt anybody on the actual field.
oh, okay. Just the people that put money in your pockets.
I'm assuming that's
Understood.
how it works. I don't know. I mean, the
Yeah.
way officiating's been all year, who knows?
Yeah. So should he have done it? Probably not.
Yeah.
Could he help himself? Absolutely not. Like, and I'm not mad at it,
Yeah.
because the truth is, as a Bears fan, I know it. We have to figure out a way to make this madness stop. It's Matt Nagy's job, Ryan Pace's job, Justin Fields' job. And you could see this kid took it serious the whole week prior. He was dead set on what the game plan was,
Mhm.
and shit happens. People get in the way. These guys, you know,
Zebras.
these get in
Yeah.
the way sometimes. And I'm not saying that it's completely their fault. It's not.
Right.
There was plenty of opportunity on our end to make sure that we could still win the game. But when the momentum was on our side, man, there was some key plays, especially on Justin Fields' interception, where clearly he thought it was a free play, and it
Yeah, where
was
it should have
a
been called off
blatant.
sides. Yeah.
It was blatant. There was like three guys that jumped, and you know what? These guys just looking somewhere else, like they always do when it comes to Green
Well,
Bay.
they were looking at Rodgers on the sideline. Is what happened.
Oh
They were
yeah,
more
they were
concerned over there.
fucking
Yeah.
yeah, that piece of shit. But I digress a little bit. It's not completely the
Mhm.
ref's fault. Green Bay played a good game. I mean, it's not like they blew us out.
Yeah.
We
No.
were in the game. There was just
10-point
some key
game.
plays that we missed, and we should have
Yeah.
taken advantage of. And that's on the coaching staff. I'm excited for what we have in Justin Fields, and now, with David Montgomery on the sideline, Khalil Herbert, I liked him in the preseason, and
Mhm.
he is just taking advantage of the time that is available to him right now. So it's an exciting time. I didn't think it was going to be. We always feel like we're going to be Super Bowl bound, especially when we found out that we're going to get Justin Fields. But
Yeah.
we have to be realistic. This kid's a rookie, and there's going to
Year
be some
one.
growing pains. Especially when he wasn't getting that time with his teammates at the beginning of the season. So
He's playing
uh,
catch up right now.
Green Bay, fuck you. Until we meet again in December. That's all I have, man. Because
Hey,
I
maybe that's
drank
the
my.
time, Justin Fields needs to, play a little bit, catch up with the offense, see what happens in December. Maybe it's a whole different Bears team in December that can play a little bit of upset at that point.
Hey, or there's gonna be. We're gonna be playing for something that late in the season, and it's gonna be so much better if we're the reason why they can't make it into the playoffs, or vice versa. It's something that I get to dream about at night, is just beating fucking Aaron Rodgers. So, fuck you.
I hear you on the shining bright spot though for the Bears. Khalil Herbert, dude, looks fun. Hopefully, when Montgomery comes back, we won't see too many share splits because I think Montgomery's still the better running back. It's just Herbert's kind of like that Pollard compliment to him, to his Zeke. He's got that nice little 1-2 punch that they can get going maybe.
Man, it's almost like Nick Chubb and
Kareem
Hunt. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we can get these guys healthy, and then maybe Tariq Cohen, who's been like MIA, there's really no status on him coming back
really
this
an update
season
or anything, right?
No, so I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of question marks, man.
All right, so let's move on. Let's go to Cowboys. Exciting game against the Pats. Got a little hectic, got a little crazy. For once, the defense actually kind of helped build out a lot of the offensive mistakes. Defense was making plays. Offense were not taking advantage of it. They were either just settling for a few 3-and-outs or just not being able to convert, going for it on 4th down, not being able to convert. And then, of course, always settling for field goals. So almost came back and bit us in the ass, but thankfully Cowboys escaped with the win in overtime with a beautiful Dak Prescott throw to CeeDee Lamb, who at the end of the end zone waved bye-bye to homie defending him and to the fans. That was beautiful.
It was, and I appreciate those fantasy points from Dak. Thank you, sir. But it's an exciting time to be a Cowboys fan, man. Your defense just has a takeaway in every game played, and
all by Trayvon Diggs mostly.
And
7.
Your offense seems to be clicking right now.
Yeah, and I mean it's the offense. I mean, Dak does have injury to his ankle at this point. As far as we know, he got his MRI. Everything looks good. Couldn't have come at a better time. I mean, we're going into a bye week. He's got technically 2 full weeks off before having to see the field again. So hopefully, it's something minor he can bounce back from. But I'd rather this happen now than somewhere later on in the season. And it doesn't sound like it's something that he's going to miss time. Maybe this is just enough time for him to heal whatever it is that's going on in regards to that injury, but we'll see how that goes. Other words, Michael Gallup should be back by the time bye week's around the corner.
But
also, Lyle Collins should be back too.
Wilson has been stepping up though in that role. So,
well, they're both playing for a contract. Both of their contracts are up after this year.
Okay.
So I think though Michael Gallup may be the more expensive guy, and I don't think we may have him next year. And Wilson's probably going to be that guy that comes in.
He seems like he's faster, just a little bit faster.
I would say Michael Gallup's the more physical one out of the two. Is the only thing I'll give. Sure. Is what I would say for sure. Big difference on. But yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see what happens at the end of this year as far as like how these contracts are going to work, especially with the way the cap is for the Cowboys. I'm sure a lot of pieces are going to be lost in the wash when it comes after this year. With a lot of these guys that are on their last year are going into their last year for contract. So
it's almost like a last dance scenario with a lot of these guys.
Pretty much.
I think I'd rather put that label for you than, for the Green Bay Packers, because fuck them.
I mean, if there's a time to take advantage of, I don't know, this team's still set for a good couple of years with no other kind of crazy signings that we have to do to keep anybody else. Defense is still relatively young. But, going back to the game, though, Dak's playing good football. He's playing great football. Again, we keep talking about it, the way he leads. 445 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Dude's balling out. Now, you want to see a little bit more – I don't know. It's not more creativity, just a little bit more stone sometimes from McCarthy. Sometimes he shows it, and then it's never consistent. He goes back to being bad game managing McCarthy. And it's going to be something that's probably going to bite us in the ass when it comes down to one of these games, because it feels like being a Cowboys fan, like when you watch these kind of games, these are the games that are in the history always go wrong for the Cowboys. When it's these close games, we somehow find a way to shoot ourselves in the foot and it be gone. And I thought that was it once, Trayvon Diggs and whatever the safety was, I don't think it was Kazi, it was somebody else. They said Diggs been on the double move, but he was still playing it. I think they were both trying to go for the interception, and that's what happened.
And it was like back-to-back.
It were back-to-back plays.
Yeah.
And that was just in itself. I was just like, oh, now it's going to come up to this. And then the catch to convert on 4th down was like 4th and 4 to Cedric Wilson, where he had to climb the ladder for that ball that was a little bit high by Dak. It was just a nerve-wracking game when it comes down to that point. But again, came with the dub. This offense, like I've said multiple times, they're the only ones that can stop themselves. 100+ yards and penalties, unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like
And
this
it was
game,
kind of a quiet game for Zeke too, right? Like
yeah, I mean, he only had
60,
69 yards,
yeah.
4.1 average, nothing too crazy as far as what he's been doing. But a lot of it was just on the heels of just a passing game. That's just the deal about this Cowboys offense is they're either going to run it down your throat or they're just going to air it out over you. And they have the benefits of being able to do both. So I don't think that's why we're ever going to see like any consistency of having all the receivers go off and then also simultaneously having Zeke go off. Unless it's
but what if you get like a balanced game? Like I guess we haven't. I think that's what
they're trying to develop.
Yeah, because we haven't seen that. Because there's some games where it's like run heavy, and then like this game where it's like they were pressed to air it out just because of they were playing catch up.
Yeah. I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, if they could find that perfect balance and Kellen Moore like what he does trickery wise with the play calling.
Yeah.
I hope he still stays in Dallas. I mean, the way everybody keeps commentating on him, you always hear it like he's gonna have a head coaching job next year. Maybe he goes to the Bears. Who fucking knows?
I'm just saying the word.
I think he's gonna stay though.
The word on the street is he's gonna look good in that navy and orange.
I'd rather keep him in the current navy that he's in, so I'm okay with that. But I don't know. I think Jerry Jones, gonna might slide some money under the table. He'll get in his ear. He'll find a way to keep him there, hopefully.
For sure. The kid's special. I like it because he's aggressive when he needs to be, and I think that's something that the Bears are missing is just that aggressive play calling. Like you play to win, not these fucking screen passes are killing me, man. Fucking hate it.
No,
not good.
No, I feel you on that one, man. But I'm feeling good about the Cowboys right now. I'm liking where we're at. Only thing, don't do boneheaded stuff. Don't get DUIs. Looking at you, Kazi, getting DUI right after celebration. Hey, it's cool to celebrate, but chillax. We still got plenty more games to win, my guy.
Hey, you're pretty wealthy. You can afford someone to fucking drive you somewhere if you're going to be drinking.
Exactly. Bro, I don't understand any of that at all. But
hey, I only drink and drive because I'm poor. Like that's why. But you're wealthy and you have money. Like get yourself a driver. That's all I'm saying. That's my TED talk. Thanks.
Thank you for coming, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah.
Drink responsibly, of course.
Yeah,
right,
of course.
Let's do some fantasy updates. I took big L's across the board.
Hold on. I need to take off this Green Bay jersey real quick.
All right.
All right. We're good. All right. Fantasy wise. Oh, first let's do picks. We both were 8-8 last week, so nothing really happened. Right now, it's still 41-49. You're winning in these picks. Congratulations. As far as fantasy, kind of shot myself in the foot in like 2 leagues. I drafted both Dak and Justin Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
They both have bye weeks this week. Oof. So, yeah.
Waiver wire time.
Dumb. Yeah. That's bad GM right there.
Who's looking good right now? That's probably on the waivers. Maybe Trevor Lawrence.
I might take a flyer on Tua just because it's like to me it's like a fuck it week. I want to do something spicy. Plus, word is Tua's on the way out.
Or if it's a 10-man, Matt Ryan actually still might be there. Actually,
yeah. I also have Derek Carr as an option as well.
Okay. He's not playing.
So bad. I mean, it's not like completely.
Yeah. It's not like, super desperation mode.
No. But as far as like the word on the street is Tua is on his way to or
Houston, right?
To Houston, or I heard Denver as well. So there might be like a 3-team type of trade thing going on.
That's weird. I mean, it's just I don't know how you take that trade though. For Deshaun Watson.
Well, I mean, as of right now, you could still fucking play. With all these charges that are, I mean, he hasn't really officially been charged.
True.
My understanding.
But how much will the fan base be behind that? I guess.
Look,
depending on everything
it's
that's going
sad.
on.
It's sad to say they want to win.
Yeah.
And Albert, you're innocent until proven guilty.
I
Duh.
didn't say anything as of that.
So
But yeah.
how should fans react other than this guy's a superstar, and as of right now, these are just accusations. You know, when you were in like Pampers, our president of the United States, Bill Clinton, had accusations. He was still president.
Sure.
So
And then he got impeached.
But he was still president. It's a tough job. You know, he should be allowed certain things.
By the way the candidates have been the past couple of years, is it really that tough of a job? Who knows?
I mean, we'll see.
All right, so let's go to where we at. So fantasy updates for me, L's all across the board. I am in.
You're in terrible shape.
Emergency mode. Wow.
In terrible shape.
Rude. The nerve.
So in our big money league,
yeah.
I mean I was sharing the number 1 spot, and after last week I fucking destroyed our friend Tootie Art. I killed him. Trash can juice. Sorry. And now I am the full number 1 head honcho of that league. So come at me, bitches. I'm ready.
It's survival mode for me. I'm gonna have to get fancy with the waivers, get some trades going here in a second.
Hey, I'm always. I've told you since probably like week 2. I'm open for trades. I'm ready to do business.
All right. I'll see what happens. I'll look at your roster. I'll look at mine. Look at my weak areas. We'll go from there.
Can you? Okay, talking about trades. Taco tried to trade me Thielen for James Conner. And usually I would just take that steal, but I'm not going to do that to him. Especially with like all the running backs that are depleted. Like the running back situation.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess everywhere. It's
no,
just if you're lucky to grab a handcuff, you got lucky that way.
No, I'd rather just hold on to James Conner than usually I would just jump on that and take Thielen and use Thielen as a trade bait for someone else. Might still do that, but
see, I'm out McCaffrey in our big money league.
Oh yeah.
And then they already got his handcuff like before I could even look at the waivers. So I think that's where I'm gonna need some help as running back. Maybe I can get rid of one of my receivers. I'll have to look at it. But we'll see. So let's move on. Let's go to I guess let's just go to pickems. Actually, no, we got week 7 preview because we have a bye week for the Cowboys. Yeah. You guys have a matchup against the Buccaneers.
Hey, the last time we played them, we fucking beat them. And not only did we beat them with BDN. So I'm just suggesting let Big Dick Nick have the play call sheet. Let him drive us into fucking victory. I'm really not too concerned with our defense. We held Green Bay off pretty well. Both Khalil Mack and Quinn. Hopefully he's going to pass his COVID test so we can play on Sunday. But both of them playing, I expect at least 2 sacks, 1 from each. We're still the leading team with the most sacks in the NFL. So I'm excited about that. The only thing is we just need to fucking win some games.
The only thing I'd say matchup-wise is they are probably going to have one of the better defensive lines that you guys are going to go up against
for sure
this year. For sure.
And just the wide receiving core is insane.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a tough matchup. My next door neighbor is a stupid Tampa Bay fan.
Classic.
I don't know. We've been talking shit for like the last 3 weeks already. And I can't hold my tongue, so I always say like, we fucking beat y'all last year. So what are you even talking about? And it was fucking Nick Foles. Get over yourself.
Hey,
and he was telling me
he is part of Brady's kryptonite. He beat him in the Super Bowl with the Eagles. Same thing, kind of like Eli Manning is to Brady. Well, but he's going to be on the sideline too. Maybe that's enough to dissuade the guy.
Yeah, he's gonna have those like red eyes coming from like up here and then from
As
his
long as he has
fucking.
as long as he has a
He's
visor on too.
yeah.
That's like the
Imagine
intimidation
he
factor.
just has this. He's in street clothes but with a fucking
Just
visor,
the
like a
helmet.
helmet.
Yeah, just the
Yeah.
street clothes, his helmet and the visor. That's it. And his job is just like to constantly
Yeah.
be in peripheral of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And I think you guys
And
got it.
I mean, this past Sunday, I love seeing Khalil Mack, even though he was like a little banged up. He
Mhm.
still got his sack. He was talking shit. Like
Yeah.
we were scripted to win based off of the way the game started. As you can see, it's still eating up at me.
Just
And
a
it's
little bit.
going
Just a
to.
little.
And it's going to. So the next thing I have to look forward to is just beating Tom Brady again. And if we don't, oh man. Minnesota's gaining on us. Like they should have lost this past weekend. So as of right now, if we can just tread water and keep and match Green Bay, we just need Green Bay to get a couple of losses.
Mhm.
And I don't see them getting a loss this next week playing against Washington. So we need this win.
I mean, you guys for sure have a very tough division right now. I mean, again, you got Green Bay, you got Minnesota, Kirk Cousins, who's playing better football than he normally does.
Yes.
Um, anything can still happen, though. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's I don't know what does the Packers schedule look like for the rest.
Man, they have a cake. They have a cakewalk compared to the Bears schedule.
So Packers next games is again okay. So they have Washington next. So that should be
Like I said.
yeah. Then they have Cardinals right after that though. So they might catch an L there because the way Cardinals can put up points, not a lot
Oh
of
my
teams
God.
can stop the Cardinals.
I hope so because if Green Bay wins, I will not hear the fucking end of it. I won't hear the end of it. It's going to be Super Bowl bound, blah, blah, blah. They knocked off the undefeated team. Like, stop it. I just don't even want to hear that shit. I hope Washington pulls out a fucking major upset and wins in Lambeau, which, I might have to put some money on it just for the Hail Mary.
Yeah. I mean, the crazy it's the Saints that beat them 38-3, which was the craziest thing in the world. Now you see how crazy the Saints are this year. I mean, so they got Washington, they got Cards, they got Chiefs, they got Seahawks. I mean, Cards and Chiefs might be able to both hand them some L's there, but Mahomes, been a little wishy-washy this season, hasn't been on his best A game. But what was good about this past game for him is it started off horrible, but he came back from it. So we'll see what Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers plays against that road. But enough about the Packers. Who cares? Let's just go ahead and jump into the Week 7 pickems.
All right.
I got my list pulling it up right now. All right. So tomorrow night, we got Denver at Cleveland, who will be with Case Keenum due to the injury to Baker Mayfield. Keenum Bowl.
Is Case Keenum revenge game?
Right?
Right? He played for Denver, right?
Did Keenum play for Denver? Let me see.
Fact check me.
Case Keenum. He's played for a few teams. Let's see. Yep, he did play for Denver. I was last remembering him with the Vikings. Yeah, Denver. He did play for Denver. So possible revenge game, correct? I got to go Denver here. Okay. All right. I like how we both talked about the revenge game. Like, Denver. All right, so let's see. Denver. Then you got Washington at Green Bay. Come on. It's going to be the Packers here.
I can't lose any more fucking picks. So going with a consensus.
Kansas City at Tennessee. Tennessee had a little bit of revival. This looks like the same Tennessee from last year. Can they keep it up? Can
Derrick Henry, monster.
Can't be stopped. The dude lines off 20 yards from the ball and then just gathers.
One thing that I have noticed is like if you get him early, he just falls down.
Because he doesn't have any steam. He's a train. He's got to get all the coal on him.
He legit hits first impact just limp, done.
Yeah.
But if he has his full head of it's over. Just move out of the way. The train's coming.
Yeah.
Which is it's just weird. Yeah, it's not like that Marshawn Lynch where he takes the impact and he's
he has a force field
of
around him.
Yeah.
So like if he's already gathered, let's call it 10 yards of steam, that's
Right.
technically having 2 blockers in front of him. That's one way to look at it. That's what it looks like. People just
Okay.
ricochet off of him.
Yeah.
I don't know. That should be investigated. There's something going on there. Something inhuman. I don't know what it is. Kid's got his
Right.
own force field.
I don't know,
But
man. It's
here,
insane.
I think it's a game that can go either way. So, Kansas City, Tennessee. I mean, maybe it's a good game for A.J. Brown to bounce back in, especially how bad the secondary is for Kansas City at right now. I'm going to go Tennessee here.
Oh, fucker. You know what? Since you're going Tennessee, I'm going to go KC.
All right.
Because I wanted Tennessee originally, but I need to make up some ground.
All right. Then you got Atlanta at Miami. You got Tua. You got Matty Ice.
Matty Ice. Kyle Pitts is starting to
Miami. Kyle Pitts is starting to look
up.
like the talk everybody was hoping for. I think I'm going to go Atlanta here.
Same.
Then you got the New York Jets at New England. I'm going to go New England here, man. I think that should be a no-brainer.
Yep.
Unless you want to be crazy, go for the upset, but nah, let's go New England.
No. Not doing it.
Then you got, let's see, Carolina at the Giants. I'm going to go Carolina. Hopefully Sam Darnold bounces back. He's starting to look like Adam Gase Darnold. Had a good start off to the season. What happened to all his rushing touchdowns? They just went away those past 2 weeks. But let's go Darnold here. That Giants team is super banged up.
I'm going to this is going to be my Hail Mary. I'm going New York.
The reach of the week.
Yeah, have
all
to.
All right, going Giants. All right. Cincinnati at Baltimore. This actually might be the game of the week, to be honest. Cincinnati been playing some good football. Joe Burrow been looking sharp.
But Baltimore has been finding a way to win.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if it's pretty or it's ugly. I'm going Baltimore here.
I'm going to go Cincy here. And then you got Philly at Vegas. I'm going to go Raiders.
Same.
You know,
even though I am going to give Philadelphia some credit, things change when you start running the goddamn ball. Yeah. Miles Sanders actually looked pretty nice last week. So maybe they should do that a little bit more and not rely on Hurts to just run all over the place. So
people keep kind of getting on to them. They're just like, as soon as Sanders gets stopped like 2 times, they just abandon the run game.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. Like, you just got to keep at it.
Yeah, let that kid eat.
Yeah, your receiver core is not that good to run a lot to get open that much.
There was a couple angry runs in there where he was like holding bodies on him. So I was kind of impressed.
Like,
if anyone wants to trade Miles Sanders to me, whoever's watching the pod, hit me up.
if you see Hurts, he throws some deep bombs.
Yeah,
and it's mostly from these speedster wide receivers that he have. He doesn't really have those.
It's not accurate though.
Yeah, it's not the best. It's not bad though, but he's got a cannon, and they can take advantage of it, which they do. But his receiving core is not going to be that core that can consistently get open, and they're not going to be known for running the most nicest of routes, I guess you could say.
Right.
But I mean, that's a lot of his stats is that he'll have a few short passes and then he just bombs it for like a 60-plus yarder.
Yeah.
And it happens to go to like Rieger or it bounces off somebody's hands. That's just his receiving core at this point. So we'll see what happens. So are you going to go Philly here? You're going Raiders?
Oh, fuck it. I just hyped him up. I'm going Philly.
All right, I'll go Raiders. Then we got Detroit at the Rams.
There's no
revenge
question
game. Big revenge game.
Yeah, and Matt Stafford's gonna fucking light them up.
Yeah,
I think so. I mean, they're not playing in Detroit; they're playing in LA. But sorry, Detroit, you're not gonna win this game.
You know what? This is gonna be the reach of the week.
Oh shit,
Detroit! Please go and get your first win. It will be so amazing. And enjoy this free point. All right.
Yeah.
Then you got Houston at Arizona. This should be a no-brainer. Arizona. Probably going to be 50 points by the end of the second half.
Yep.
Then you got Chicago at
Why
Tampa
the fuck do
Bay.
you laugh? Why do you laugh?
I was laughing at Arizona.
No, you were fucking laughing right now. As soon as you were reading Chicago and Tampa Bay,
I was still laughing
caught
at Arizona,
that, and everyone else caught that shit.
You know what?
It's fine. Go.
Edit that.
Go.
All right, Chicago at Tampa Bay. I'm still gonna go Chicago here.
Oh, are you?
We already say he has his kryptonite on the sideline over there.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and if that happens, they can never trade him. Like, he has to just become coaching staff right after that. Like,
he should be a coach right now.
BDN has to become a coach.
We're already paying him like one.
Just make him the all-time interim coach for the Bears. Boom. Problem solved.
And then we're gonna have another statue built for him outside the training facility.
All right. So both Bears here, of course. Let's go. Indianapolis at San Francisco. Indianapolis team does have some bite to them. Carson Wentz actually not looking bad. Looking banged up, but not looking bad.
Almost like Big Ben like 5 years ago.
Almost like 2016 Carson Wentz, or was it 2017? It's probably both of those years, actually.
But, like, because Big Ben has always been banged up, but still plays kind of,
just not this year, though.
No, he's done with.
Yeah. You're talking about prime Big Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Allegation Big Ben.
Yeah. Falling off of a motorcycle, Big Ben.
Yeah, come on, guy. Yeah, no business being on a motorcycle, Big Ben. So I'm actually gonna take the Colts here.
Same.
I hope they do win, because we got a lot of San Francisco fans in that group chat that I would love to bomb on.
Yeah, I will enjoy that.
Then we got New Orleans at Seattle. Geno Smith's still there, right? There's been nothing on.
Yeah. Wilson's going to be out for at least until week 10 is what I thought I read.
Okay.
He's going to be out for a minute. So Seattle season's up. Like it's might be non-existent postseason Seattle based on.
Then you got DK Metcalf getting in the fights with Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, Seattle. It wasn't. I don't know. It's a weird situation.
To me, it's still a game where anything can happen.
Yeah,
because of the quarterback play at both spots for Winston, and you got Smith on the other side.
And the one thing that I can understand a fan saying like, "Oh, that's a bonehead play," blah blah blah, talking shit because we're not professional athletes.
Right.
But when a professional athlete like him goes and talks shit to another athlete, it's like you should know of all people, like anything can fucking happen when you're out there. So, and I think that's kind of why Metcalf was like so upset.
But I mean, that's kind of been like what I've noticed. Like, a lot of the other athletes that are now, doing their talk shows, doing this, like they have a thing. They like to shit on other athletes. Like that's
their clickbait.
Yeah, they're like, well, check my resume. I have Super Bowl appearance, Super Bowl ring, da 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 da. Well, that's cool, but the game's changed. I mean, you probably wouldn't be as successful as you were in this year. Maybe it might be different for Shannon Sharp, big time in.
Hey, speaking of like resumes and all that, and like the ring debate.
Yeah.
Again, I just can't let this whole fucking Aaron Rodgers "I own you" shit fucking die. Can you remind me how many rings does he have?
He's only got one.
And you know who else also just has one ring?
Trent Dilfer.
Rex Grossman.
True.
Oh no, he doesn't have a ring. I wish he did. Because we were supposed to get that Super Bowl win, and we got it stolen too.
Well, I mean, that is one thing to say about Aaron Rodgers, though. He has a neck for at least getting to the conference championship and losing it. As of lately, whenever he does make it, right?
There's so much shit that I just want to say, and I can't because I'm a Bears fan, and he does own us. That's the truth that I just have to fucking eat.
You have to live with
he
that.
Does. He. It's like You can get upset if it's the truth.
Yeah.
Or you can get upset, but it's just let it sit. Just know, Bears fans, it's going to get better. He's not going to be playing in Green Bay that much longer.
Yeah.
Jordan Love, I don't think he's going to be the next Aaron Rodgers incarnate. Like, we're like, let him yell at us. He beat us so many times, but you know what? We're on to better things.
There's going to be that awkward phase where the Packers are one day going to have to be in rebuild mode for like 5+ years, and they're just going to be utter complete trash. That's going to happen sooner than later. As a Cowboys fan, I was in diapers when they last won a Super Bowl, so I've been around the mediocrity for 25 years. I got made fun of for wearing a Drew Bledsoe jersey in high school. Okay, it happens. We've all been there. But look at us now. Well, so much more the Cowboys, but you know what I'm getting to. You guys still you at least have had relatively more success playoff wise than what the Cowboys had. From me myself,
I wouldn't even. It's not something that I'd be proud of.
All right. But, all right. Well, that's it for.
We have one more game.
Oh,
we have
shit,
one more game.
We didn't even pick them. Saints or Seattle. I'm gonna go Saints.
I'm going Saints too. Famous Jameis finds his vision again, and he's gonna go for.
Just goes dummy.
No, he's gonna. Winston's gonna go for like 3 TDs. Alvin Kamara 1. I think it's gonna be a blowout.
All right, it's gonna be shuttle passes for all 3 touchdowns to Alvin Kamara. So he's only gonna have like 150 yards, but 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
that's foreseeable. Makes it. All right. Well, that wraps up the pickems. That wraps up pretty much this entire episode.
Hey, Bull season just starts tonight, and I think the Pistons. Okay. And congratulations to the Chicago Sky winning their championship. Bulls are going to follow up with that and win a championship this season. Calling it right now.
Well, I don't follow I don't follow basketball, unfortunately, guys. I'm sorry. But I mean, I just have depressing hockey as of right now for
don't get me started. I was gonna put a brown bag over him. I just didn't have enough time.
Next episode we'll see the brown, unless
we'll see what happens.
They're doing a special commemoration for Kaner this next game, right?
Yeah,
they have to have everybody in crowds. They have to win. There's no way you cannot not win that game. But all right, we'll see what happens. So that wraps up this episode, Jose. If you want to do your go-to.
Thank you for dealing with all my nonsense. Boldy Hugh, hit that shit.